Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today I wanted to go over something that I missed regarding Star Trek Resurgence. Now, I do follow them on Twitter, but for some reason it didn't come up on my Twitter feed, but that could also be because I'm busy. So what we're going to do is go over the article and then go into details of more of the pictures that were also in that article. So here we go. And then, of course, I'll be dropping my two ECs. What? On screen. So here it is. Star Trek Resurgent, meet your ship, the USS Resolute, IGN first. Star Trek Resurgent is the upcoming narrative adventure from the team of ex-Telltale developers at Dramatic Labs. It's a non-episodic, dialogue-driven game set in the post-Star Trek Nemesis era of the next generation. And throughout your adventure, you'll make your way to, of course, strange new worlds. Ha! I see what you did there. But you'll also be able to freely roam many sections of your ship, the USS Resolute, a science vessel. I wonder if we will see this in-game in Star Trek Online. As you can see in the screenshot gallery below, you'll be able to explore engineering deck, shuttle bays, the corridors on the ship, a little thing that's huge for us Trek fans. That's true. And of course, the bridge. There you go, Star Trek Resurgence touring your ship. There's the first shot. Again, we'll go over a little bit more. I have a different screen to go look over that. If you're interested in more of your exclusive month-long IGN coverage of Star Trek Resurgence, don't miss our gameplay debut featuring Ambassador Spock, our second gameplay video, and meet the crew feature. We went over that already in a couple of videos that we did, so go check that out, captains. Star Trek Resurgence will be released later this year for PlayStation, Xbox, and PC via the Epic Game Store. We'll have more exclusive coverage throughout March. Now, that was one of the things that I was discussing with my fellow captains, if this was coming to PC. There you go. It is. So I'm not sure which platform I'll get it on. I do have PlayStation, of course, PC, so we'll make that decision when we get there. So let's go a little bit more into details of the pictures that we got, shall we? All right, so here is the USS Resolute. Now, from the first initial shots that we saw of it, it did not show the deflector area. And it looked like a Centaur. So one of the thoughts was maybe it was a refitted Centaur, because the secondary hull of the Centaur usually is just like a torpedo pod. Right, that's it. And then pylons and then the nacelles. So they actually refitted this, especially for this game. I like it. I think I like it. Now, it does actually give some vibes of another Star Trek ship, which is not really canon, but the Ares. If any captains are familiar with that ship, the USS Ares from a fan production Star Trek series, which I actually do like. But that's kind of what this deflector is totally reminding me of. I do love the whole look of the deflector, how it's inset inside there, and it looks really cool. It almost reminds me of the Prometheus's deflector arrangement. So there it is. There's the USS Resolute, and I like it. And I would love to have that in-game in Star Trek Online. Captains, I know I cover a lot Star Trek Online, but really this, when it comes to Star Trek, I think what I'll be doing is covering whatever Star Trek I can that I have two ECs to drop up. So there's that. Now, they make this a science vessel, but of course you captains know I'll make this a torpedo boat. What? So the next shot is the bridge. I quite like it. And yeah, definitely TNG vibes. Definitely TNG vibes. I like the L cars there of the ship there. The back looks very simple. It's a tiered bridge. So, you know, when the captain's going back and forth, there's a possibility of tripping all over the place. Interestingly enough, the chair on the left and the captain's area there has a headrest, and the one to the right does not. So I'm guessing that's the captain's chair, because it also has the armrest there. But it's a very, very, very good looking bridge. I like it. I do like it. And the next shot was just another one. It's from a different angle there. The station's there. I like it. Simple, nothing too complicated. The size, let me just point that out. The size is right, because from the Star Trek Discovery and even Picard, the bridges are like literally small community halls. So I like this. Kind of harken back to TNG vibes, and I like it. Well, after it does say it's right after it's post Nemesis. So there's that, 2 bridge shots there. And we got the hallways. Again, very nice. It's not too big. Now, one of the things I have a little contention about, of course, even on Star Trek Online, is how big the hallways are. They're trying to scale that down, and they have scaled that down with the recent not recent, but the release of the Galaxy Bridge Pack. They've scaled the hallways down a lot since then. And the next shot here is just another angle of that hallway. So it looks really good. I'm getting all the TNG vibes, and I love it. I love how there's those LCAR screens just kind of as you walk, and then we'll be able to explore this, so I like it. And look, carpet. I like the carpet. Just don't spill your apple juice. Next shot. I absolutely love the engine room. I love engineering. Okay, so you have that middle table there with all, again, harken back to the Galaxy engineering room. The LCAR's on the side there, but look at that warp core. Look at that warp core. Totally TNG vibes, but it's like almost like experimental. And again, it's like maybe a refit thing. Who knows? They may actually talk about that lore when this game comes out in terms of what that warp core configuration is, if it is anything significant. Maybe they will. Next shot here is just kind of something a little closer to it. I love it. I absolutely love that warp core. I would love to see that in Star Trek Online. That is really, really cool. And I love the stations around it. You have that little seating off to the left of it, of course, where you can sit there, where Geordi would usually sit there at his station, looking over things, what he needs to look over as chief engineer. But yeah, I like that configuration, sort of like an X configuration there. Absolutely love it. So next shot, the shuttle base. Captains, I said this in the last video, that is like one of my favorite shuttle. It's like the first one I saw in TNG, and it is so cute. Now, I had a Micro Machines shuttle of that, and Mommy Triz threw that away. Or maybe I lost it. One of the two. But it is really one of my favorite shuttles in Star Trek. This nice, little, humble, small, cute, that's right, I say cute, shuttle. Now, I have a little saying for little shuttles, and that is a shittle. Sorry. So I love me some shittles, and that is one cute shittle. And this is, I think, the last gameplay vid that they released. We actually started here in the shuttle bay area. They don't show it here, but here we'll look at the last pic here. They show a little bit of here, but that was opened. It's just a force field out to space there. So I hope they have a shuttle bay closing. I think they did in the first initial trailer. I have to look back at it, but again, I love it. It's not over big. It makes sense. It feels right, and that's why I'm loving this game, because everything about it feels right. From obviously having Spock there, the ship, the interior, the characters, the uniforms. Now the only thing that will be in question is the gameplay itself. Now reading, we'll go back here to the first shot here, because we'll leave it on this shot. Now reading information directly from the Resurgence site, it mentioned that some of the mechanics in game was like story elements, first person shooter, mini games, piloting a shuttle, but nothing about space combat in your ship here. which is, again, let's be honest here, captains. A lot of us, maybe not all of us, but a lot of us love Star Trek because of the ships. Hence why I geek out almost every time when there's a good looking ship. And you know what? I did say, I think in my thumbnail, Centaur, really? But I'm liking this. I'm liking this refit. It makes sense. There is a real sense of effort really being put into this whole game in general, and that's why I'm excited for it. So definitely, captains, we are going to be covering this as much as we can up to the release date, and we're going to get it. And we're going to play it, we're going to stream it. That's why, captains, I'll invite you at this point to the Twitch bridge where we do our nightly pews. And when this comes out, bet you we're going to be definitely playing this game on the bridge when we do so. What are your thoughts, captains? Leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, leave it a like. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, we're going to be covering anything that is Star Trek that we feel that we can drop our 2 ECs on. But I'm very excited for this. I also want that ship in Star Trek Online. Cryptic, let's go. Let's make it happen. The captains, we will leave it on this note.
Don't let them promote you. Don't let them transfer you. Don't let them do anything that takes you off the bridge of that ship, because while you're there, you can make a difference.